talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a kid, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Yep.
Tonight it's on to
Week 4 as we've
got a good Thursday night
matchup in store
between the Miami Dolphins
and
the Cincinnati Bengals.
No. We down game plan. And we got Tyreek here.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
White ball, so we're going to show up.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Who is this quarterback? Oh, man. Yep. Someone's going to do this. Yep. Tyreek Hill in the slot. Tyreek Hill in the slot. Make sure you know he got it all the time. We'll get him right here.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Okay. Zone, man. There's man. Zone, run.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. This defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go.
Hopkins, the man in motion right.
But the Hopkins ain't no burner. Hopkins ain't got no wheels like that. Back him up.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And some room to work. There he goes, left side.
That's my bad, man.
In for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
No miss.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
I got hit, man.
Defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
No, you ain't. You ain't doing that. Oh, no, you ain't. No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
For the shifty Tariq Cohen.
No, you ain't.
And he's dropped
No, you
right
ain't.
at the 40. Gain of 3.
No, sir.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ain't none of that down. Just play defense. We'll be all right.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
What kind of shit is he?
On 3rd down, here
No.
comes Mostert.
No,
And he'll get
Debo.
nothing out of
You're
that.
not doing it to no
No
Debo.
gain on
I'll
the
tell
play
you that
there,
right
and
now.
it'll bring up 4th down.
No, sir. Not
I know
today.
the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
You better get you 3. Fuck around not getting nothing. Don't listen, do it.
In motion left is Hopkins. Murray and company going for it on 4th.
Gimme.
Oh, that's into a
Gimme.
sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Oh,
so this is something
they
we
ain't
didn't
got those
see
3.
all from this offense in the victory
Oh,
last
yeah.
week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but
behind,
giving the
man.
ball away here in the opening
Coach,
quarter.
stop
I love the
fucking
surprise
playing,
in your
man.
voice because it's exactly what you
You
stated.
goddamn
Didn't say it
Ohio,
last
bro.
week, but it was a key to their win.
Fucking
And it'll be
sitting
a
on
key
that
to this
shit.
game as
What
well.
the fuck are you
Protecting
doing?
the football. Didn't get it done there.
Yo, this dude really dropped. Oh. Huh? Oh, hold up. Get over here. Hurry up, hurry up. Oh, hell
Mixon
yeah.
with a first down carry. And
Get
he'll
back.
take this ahead
Do
for
it again.
about
Hurry up before you
4.
take a timeout.
Second
Hurry up.
down
Hurry
coming
up. Flip it.
Following
Do it
the
again.
pickup
Hurry up.
of
Hurry
4.
up.
Here's 2nd and
Hurry up.
6.
No.
Once again, they run with Mixon. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Yeah. Oh. Go ahead, Moore. Play action.
They give to Mixon to try to
There you
pick
go,
it
first
up.
down.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Bengals at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody.
Hell yeah,
but
dog.
bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge.
Quad's
thus
right.
far.
Here. Solo over there with Chase. Here. You do this. Here.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Steps away to his left. This will
Oh!
be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than
Oh,
what we're
my
seeing.
stomach
Interestingly,
is
that
hurting,
throw
boy.
was probably worse than the one he threw the interception
So,
on last
if
drive,
he gonna
but fell
damn
incomplete.
here, I'm gonna make him think about it, man.
Moore, the
I'm
man
gonna make
in
him take a
motion.
damn choice. You either gonna take Williams, Chase, or damn Moore. It's going to one of them 3. I'm telling you that right fucking now. You hear me? And I'm gonna tell you here, if you wanna act like that and think that motherfucking shit is cute, watch it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow.
That's
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked
Oh
off
my
by
God.
Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every
I just
NFL
chase
team's
the
looking
ball.
for in their
That's what I'm
quarterback.
fucking up. I ain't gonna chase the ball yet.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He'll work
Oh, yeah.
his way up the middle for a gain of about
Oh, yeah.
4. Second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
In motion, Hill. Second down, here's Mostert again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
First down, a run with Cohen.
Nope.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Hopkins, a man in motion left. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A run with Mostert up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. In motion, Hill. Second down, this is Wilson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On third down, it's Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd
This
and 5,
motherfucker
3rd and
was
6,
got
do you? You
ball
expect a pass
stalling,
play.
dog.
Got a
Shit.
little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
Yeah, I'm glad you switched on the fucking ball.
Touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's going to make it 14-0.
We get ball back at half. Let's go right here, score, and get ball back at half. And be all right.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent game.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 64 yards for
Blue 80.
So far. The team has been terrific in this first half. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
There we go. Way to get on the board right there.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. In motion left is Hopkins. On 2nd down now. It's Fuller, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And they'll send the slot in motion left. 1st down, Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
No,
Coach, the Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
I'm about to give this
the Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this 2nd half with their first drive.
can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can.
Whatever, man.
That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that.
Boy,
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I don't even want to play
when you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier.
The
and
game
guess what?
really...
You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Man, come on, man.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
God damn, man.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
God dang.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still trying to play free and natural.
84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He's got this to Williams complete. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Burrow looking to pass. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Inside handoff to Mixon. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase from 21 yards away. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Fuller. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They try again with Cohen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
50 seconds, come on. 50 seconds, come on. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 57. Big Ace, Big Ace. Yo. 50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. Let's go.
They hand it off to Mostert. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Being chased out left. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To throw again on 2nd down, Burrow. And this is caught by Williams. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. 11 MT.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown! Jamison Williams. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run up the middle with Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They're stacking the line defensively, and they know what they have to do. They've got to stop the run and get the ball back.
I think the only people who aren't in the box right now in defense are you and me. I mean, that's about it. And it's the right strategy because they've got to have the football. They can't allow them to have any type of runs and continue to pile up first downs and run down the clock.
In motion, Hill. On third down, Fuller. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. To throw, Burrow. That is caught. It's Williams. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
to the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Beckham will go in motion right. Now Murray steps away. He's going to let it fly. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Second play,
now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here. Williams brings it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Bengals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track hall with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running street, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just rub the jersey.